Binge watch and learn on TRS Clips. I'm from a family of doctors. My mum literally never let me and my sister eat street food when we were kids. So my first street food experience happened in college. And I used to fall ill a lot in college. But now I don't fall ill anymore if I eat street food. My hypothesis is that my gut strengthened up between the ages of 18 and 22 in college when I started eating street food. And I see my mum falling ill a lot, even if she eats if she eats restaurant food even like once, twice a week, it's harsh on her body, you know. She's not able to like take it. Of course, there's an age factor, etc. But I personally feel that in India, you know, where we grow up, our guts become much stronger compared to a white boy or white girl who comes here and gets Delhi belly. The moment they eat chutney or the moment they drink water, something happens to their stomachs.
Correct.
So, you want to say anything about that?
You're trying to find an argument to support yourself for your mom?
Yeah. See, mama. No, but go on.
Auntie, he's asking me to say yes. But you know, maybe in 18 to 22, that's where you had your change of lifestyle as well.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you exercise more. You started doing this lemon chicken. Maybe protein was more, fiber was more, and maybe your gut bacteria started to change.
Yeah.
And that is something that you might have to think through as well.
Okay. But what about this outside eating thing when you're, and we'll get to a whole section on diet, but
street foods.
Yeah, or just generally living in India, living in an Indian city, you are exposed to a lot of rubbish here.
Absolutely.
But on some level it's harming you, but on some level it's also...
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. It's absolutely good. Because the exposure to the microbes you'll never get in US. How do you get it? There is, you know, the infectious diseases that is available, I mean, that is prevalent in India is not even close to what is available in US. Okay. And yes, it is bad, right? In let's say severe tuberculosis, that's bad. But all these chota, small viruses, it's okay to be sick. And the biggest thing is, please, let me look at the audience and say, if you are having a fever, please don't take antibiotics right and left. Okay. Only if it is absolutely indicated. Nowadays, even when there is IPL fever, they're taking antibiotics.
What does antibiotics change in your gut?
You remember the 100 trillion Firewala cracker?
Yeah. Right
from the oral cavity to the anal orifice, 50% is gone.
It blasts your digestive system.
It blasts the bacteria, good and bad both. Okay. And it takes a lot of time to repopulate again.
How long?
Maybe it depends upon individual, right? Sometimes if you have a good lifestyle before, maybe like 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Sometimes if you're bad to start with, it might even take 3 to 6 months. It's that bad.
Usually when someone's prescribing antibiotics, they also give a probiotic, I believe. How much does a probiotic help?
Probiotic, that's a very different story, but that doesn't help that much. That doesn't help that much. That's the story. Yes, it does help a little bit, but not that much. Remember, 100 trillion, 50 trillion is gone. Probiotic is not going to replace 50 trillion. Okay? The better way is to, if it is a viral fever, you don't need antibiotics at all. I did a reel on my channel that I went to a pharmacy store in Chennai and I said, I need Augmentin. And Augmentin is a stronger antibiotic, right? It's not amoxicillin. Amoxicillin is the number one antibiotic that you give for any pneumonia or anything like that, right? Augmentin is for an antibiotic where amoxicillin is not working. It's an even powerful antibiotic. So amoxicillin kills 50 trillion. Augmentin might kill 75 trillion. In US, you cannot even get amoxicillin without a prescription. You cannot walk into a store and get amoxicillin. Here, I showed to the audience that you can even get Augmentin easily without a prescription. Okay? What is happening is the biggest epidemic, Ranveer, is not COVID. 10 years from now, it's going to be multi-drug resistant bacteria.
Yeah, you're saying there's going to be new bacteria, new diseases that come up.
A bacteria that is resistant to antibiotics. It's called superbug.
It's become resistant to antibiotics because human bodies just don't accept antibiotics anymore.
So what happens is when we take antibiotics, the bacteria is smart. So you are... It's like, Ramayana, Mahabharata, you have this is a bow and arrow that's coming. I know I have a shield now. So amoxicillin, I know what to do. So the bacteria forms a shield. So your bow and arrow is not working. So then what do? You go up. and then you bring a gada and then you just break open. Then now there's another shield for gada as well. And there is this patient, 35-year-old pneumonia patient. Pneumonia. He died.
Because he had probably done so much antibiotic-based treatment that his body just became immune to antibiotics.
And this bacteria called Acinetobacter baumannii, we tried so many antibiotics, nothing worked. And it is not that he did it. It might be other people. So you taking an antibiotic for yourself is not, people may say it's my body, I can do whatever you want. No, that's not true. You are damaging the community because that antibiotic resistance is going to get out of you to somebody else.
What?
So the bacteria that is in your body, which is resistant to all these things, can get transmitted to other people as well.
Damn. So if one family member is taking antibiotics regularly, it's affecting the gut bacteria in their kids' bodies,
other
in their husband, wife's bodies.
And then they can transmit it to other people where then treating them is going to be very difficult. So it's just a ticking time bomb. A ticking time bomb. And there is this notion in India that only if a doctor gives antibiotics, he's a good doctor.
Why?
Because the fever will be gone right away.
No, but why is this notion there in the first place?
At least when I grew up, it was like that. Even it is now, because there is this tendency that, I need some medications to cure my body. That's not true. Your body is so smart. It'll be able to take care of itself. I always say that if you have a fever, if you take antibiotics, it will go away in 3 days.
Okay.
If you don't take antibiotics, it'll go away in 72 hours.
So TRS Clips has all sorts of videos and all sorts of playlists. Make sure you explore the channel by subscribing and heading to our homepage and reading through all the playlists.